Welcome back from your friendly neighborhood male model, or former male model rather. Here's some of my accolades, my shoots, my runways, my print ads, my cover of a romance novel. Is that enough social proof for you? Anyways, I understand you guys very well. You watch my videos, but you're like, I don't want to spend money on that. I get that. But lucky for you, I was a male model for many years and I acquired very many myriads of tips and tricks on how to look more attractive. Tips that will make you more attractive even if you look like this. I'm so curious to see what my editor put up. So without any more bullshitting or wasting time, let's get right into it. 11 ways to look more attractive for free. And you know what? If you guys are on your best behavior for the whole video, I'll give you one more bonus tip. How about that? All right, let's go. Number 1, drink a fuck ton of water. I got this thing here. I'll be right back, just wait. All right, my girlfriend's uncle got me this thing for Christmas. It is 350 milliliters of water, and I drink one of these every single day. You should do the same. Water is super important for many reasons because it maintains your balance of body fluids, it keeps your eyes, mouth, and nose moist, it carries oxygen and nutrients to your cells. Yeah, who cares? What it really does, what we are drinking a ton of water for, is when you drink a ton of water, your body recognizes that and it starts flushing water because it's like, oh shit, we're getting a lot of water. We don't need to hold on and retain all this water. So what happens when you flush a bunch of water? You lose bloating, you lose inflammation, and you drain and you look more defined. Your cheeks will look slimmer, your jawline, even your arms and your biceps will look a little bit less puffy, and you will look more defined. It's fucking sweet. And all that other bullshit that, you know, is good for you and healthy and whatever. Next, this is like one of the top confidential secrets of male models. I can't believe I'm sharing this with you. It's to learn to bite the inside of your cheeks ever so slightly. I'm gonna put 5 images on the screen right now. Every single one of these models are biting the insides of their cheeks. I promise. It's just a simple and kind of clever way to make it look like you have hollow cheeks and a very defined facial structure. Obviously, yes, some models do just naturally and genetically have very defined cheeks, but I guarantee so many models out there bite their cheeks ever so slightly, especially when they're doing photo shoots. Let me explain this simply. You don't bite down on your cheek. You actually just so slightly suck on the cheek, and it kind of makes this very small dent in your cheek, giving you that hollow cheek look. I used to do this all the time for photo shoots. I talk to other male models, they all do it as well. Sometimes I do even just do it going out in public or like going into a party, just ever so slightly, have a little bit of suction pulling your cheek into your mouth. And it just looks good. Try it out. Go stand in front of the mirror, suck a little bit, and then bite down ever so slightly. You're not really biting. I've talked too much about this. You're just gonna have to stand in front of a mirror, try it out, and see what looks the best. But don't go overboard. We don't want to look like fucking Derek Zoolander. We want more of that like Vinny Hacker look. You know what I'm saying? Wow, that was a lot of time spent on one tip. Anyways, number 3. Talk about this in nearly every video because it's probably the most important thing you can do right now to correct your appearance, and that is posture. Quit sitting there like a fucking slob. Get your head up, chest out, and roll your shoulders back. I say it all the time. You could be the best looking, most handsome, tall guy, but if you have shitty, supplicative, ugly posture, no one's gonna take you seriously. When you walk into a hotel lobby and you act like you know what you're doing, you have purpose, you look like a man of status, no one will even question you, no one will ask you what you're doing here or try to make you put on a mask or something. And that is so absolutely true. If you have posture like, I am supposed to be here, I have something I'm doing, and I don't give a shit what you think, then no one's gonna even bother you, they're just gonna accept that. So a mental trick that I always tell my audience is to pretend that someone has attached a string from the back of your skull and the other end is attached to your tailbone, and they're pulling the string tight, and that should cinch up your posture enormously. Number 4, this tip is an ultra tip because not only is it free, but it's actually gonna save you money. Might seem counterintuitive, but it's not, trust me. The tip is to wash your hair less. Let that sink in. When you wash your hair with strong chemicals and shampoos, you're stripping it of all of its naturally produced oils, starting from scratch. So basically they're nothing but bare bones, brittle, dry hair. You need to allow time for your hair to replenish these natural oils that you create from your scalp. After all, this is what nature intended to be your natural hair protector. I especially learned the importance of this tip when I had my long hair, and right after I washed my hair with shampoo, my hair would just be puffy and wide and look so stupid. So I would let my hair go like 5 or 6 days before I touched it with any shampoo, and this is how I had the best looking kind of shiny, sleek, silky hair. Try it out. Less hair washing, less shampoo spent, more money saved. Wow, we need to speed this up. All right. Number 5, similar to number 2, speak with purpose. We talk a lot on this channel about the importance of the way that you speak. I go back and forth. Is it better to speak slow and controlled and with direction? Or is it better to speak quickly and not let the words linger and take too long to get out of your mouth? And I go back and forth on this quite a bit. And I think the answer is that it's not so much on how quickly you speak, but how well you speak with purpose, meaning having full enunciation of the words that you're saying, not mumbling, and also having either report neutral tonality or report breaking tonality. If you don't know what these are, report seeking tonality is the complete opposite of these. That's where you end your sentence with an upward curve. It's where every sentence kind of sounds like a question. Don't do that. You want to either have neutral, where it's just completely even all the way through. Let's use the example if you got pulled over by a police officer. If he was to use report seeking tonality, it would sound like this. License and registration? Horrible. So supplicative, so beta. Do not speak like that. Report neutral would sound like this. It's more even all the way across. License and registration, right? So it's a little more even, a little more in control, a little more authoritative. You want to be kind of in that range, or maybe a little bit more report breaking tonality. This is where you actually curve down at the end of what you're saying to assert your authority. So it'd be like this. License and registration, right? Curves down, kind of zaps you, make you feel like, oh shit, this guy means business. He's serious, right? So you want to be able to speak kind of in that middle range with maybe a touch of report breaking tonality. This is where people will take you the most seriously. And if you make mistakes like I just did, you don't even address it. You just keep talking. Speak with purpose, baby. Second page, number 6. You guys are probably sick of hearing me talk about this nearly every video. Yes, of course, talking about mewing, baby. If you don't want to hear me talk about mewing again, you can skip to this timestamp on the video. Mewing is this theory, this discipline realized by the British orthodontist Mike Mew. And it's very simple. It's tongue posture. It's keeping your tongue up against the roof of your mouth at all times. And there are theorized to be incredible advantages of this. Better facial structure over a long period of time, a wider, more prominent jawline, higher cheekbones. Of course, you have to start this very, very young because it's going to take a long time and it is a very slow progression. But not only that, forget all that. Let's say none of that actually works. I believe it does work. Even if you do just raise your tongue up against the roof of your mouth, you'll have an immediate increase of your submental triangle. That's this right here. A lot of people are hanging around with their tongues relaxed. They get kind of this melted look. So look at this. But then if you raise your tongue up, you get an immediate increase in your side profile. Watch. Much better, right? So even if all this other stuff is not true, it's bullshit, right? Try it out. I always like to show this guy, this other YouTuber, Astro Sky. The increase that he gets when he mews is insane. Look at the difference. So try it out, try mewing, start doing it, and never stop. All right, we got a lot more to get through here. All right, number 7, stand with your feet apart. Simple as that. Why, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. Parallel stance, where you have your feet close together in a narrow positioning, looking like this. It's a formal position with a neutral attitude. This is why a lot of times in more formal schools, you are taught to stand like this, or a lot of people are told to stand like this when they go before a judge because it is a more submissive, more supplicative standing positioning. If you stand with your feet slightly apart, which is what you're taught to do in the military, in the Marines, it's a more dominant, more domineering positioning. It shows stable, immovable posture. Let's say you have your feet close together, someone comes up and pushes you, you'll lose your balance, you'll fall, look like a jackass. You have your feet apart, you have nice good grounding, someone comes and pushes you, you have a nice base, you have a higher center of gravity, and you can move and catch yourself because of your leverage that you have. I know it's a very small thing, but it makes a huge difference in how people perceive you. They see you with your feet together, they look like you are very immovable, fragile a little bit. Start doing it. Almost there, guys. Exercise. Are you shocked? You shouldn't be shocked. It's simple. You know, exercise has some benefits, like you look more jacked, you have more energy, you're more lean, less body fat, blah, blah, blah. Who cares, right? What else it does that you might not have realized is when you exercise, it actually lowers your cortisol levels, your stress hormones. So less cortisol, less stress, you release more happy, endorphins, you know, you release dopamine, serotonin, and it shows. What you create on the inside is shown on the outside. And obviously you get all those other super important benefits. You look more muscular, you look leaner, you look stronger and more fertile and virile is a word, and healthy. Start exercising every single day, even if it's just a little bit, 100 push-ups, 50 pull-ups, 100 sit-ups, run a mile, whatever. Get in there, get out there and fucking sweat, man. That's it. Number 9, stop drinking. Put the bottle down. You don't need it. I know you think you need it. I used to be the same. I used to drink probably 4 times a week, get fucking hammered, wake up the next morning feeling like absolute shit, puking, blacked out that night. Don't be like me. I thought that I couldn't live a normal life where I didn't need to go out and get drunk to have fun. But I proved myself that that was possible. You can have fun. It's even more fun to have like a healthy, normal schedule, going to bed, waking up, working, you know, doing shit that you love. I love this shit. Working out, doing all that. It literally is a poison. That's literally why you feel drunk, because it's a very small amount of poison to your organs. Your body's like, what the fuck? Can't metabolize this fast enough. So when you stop drinking, you will have a gradual restoration of the elasticity of your skin. The slight hue of redness and yellow will leave your face and your body, and you will look like a more healthy individual as a result. You should stop. I'm not gonna sit here and say you need to stop altogether, but bring it down a notch, man. Like once or twice a month is fine. That's more than enough. 10, relax your eyebrows. Talked about this before. Hunter eyes versus prey eyes. Hunter eyes are when you have a little bit of skin fold over your eye and it makes you look like a leader, someone who can handle any situation and step up to the plate. Prey eyes are when you kind of look like this, kind of surprised, big round eyeballs showing without this skin fold, and you look more like a victim. You look like you are the one being chased, the one being taken advantage of. So it can be advantageous to have hunter eyes. Best way to achieve this? Well, simply relax your eyebrows. Don't be squinting, mean mugging everyone, but just relax them a bit. Maybe you'll have a little bit of skin fold over. Maybe you don't have the genetics for it, but try it out. If it works for you, that's awesome. Practice it, and you'll look better because of it. All right, we're almost there, guys. Number 11, get some sun. This one's very, you know, kind of like boring, but it does have a huge effect. It gives you these super important vitamins for your body. Also, it just gives you a nice little bit of hue to your skin, kind of covers up those small flaws and blemishes, and you just look more healthy because of it. You look more healthy and more active, like you're out in the sun. It's a good thing. Get some sun, at least like 20 minutes a day. Go for a little walk. Go for a little walk. Grab a girl, grab a honey, walk around the block. Alright, so that's it. But you guys have been super good sports, waiting there patiently. So I don't feel bad about sharing this last one with you. Some of you guys may have seen my 12 male model secrets to be more attractive. I said you should brush your lips with an exfoliating scrubby. I've since come to realize you don't actually need to go out and purchase that. You can simply brush your lips with your toothbrush and achieve the same results. And I hope that all of you guys have a fucking toothbrush. That's free, right? First, I'll tell you what it does. So what this does is it scrubs and kind of shreds all of the dead skin and junk off of your lips and reveals the nice, healthy, red, voluminous skin that lays underneath. It makes you look like, you know, a beautiful model. Super simple, but super effective. Now you can do it either, you know, when you're in the shower, just bring your toothbrush in there, get it done with, or while you're brushing you do whatever the fuck you want. I don't need to tell you how to fucking brush your lips. It's not rocket surgery, but really like 10-15 seconds is all you need, and then you'll notice an immediate effect.